We're now going to look at the project description document. This document allows us a place to capture our thoughts, to capture what things we're going to create for our game, how the game's going to play out, and it's a very simple document to begin with. This is a small version of what a full game development document might be. For us, the first part of this is going to be just the project description, and this is just what the document is about. We're simply saying that this is about the basic concepts of the game, how this game is going to work, and we're going to keep it nice and small. And as we build complexity in our games, we'll build complexity in our documentation. The first heading that we have is learning objective, and a learning objective is all about what do I as a developer, I as a creator, what do I want to get by the end of this development? So for us, we're going to be looking at getting some foundational skills in asset creation, some foundational skills in game scripting, some basics in GUI elements and input and events and scene loading. These are the things that we want to get out of it so that by the time we're done, we've improved our skill set, we've made ourselves a better developer, so that that next project we can do more with. We can do those bigger projects and just continue to advance our skill set. Below that, we have some estimates. We have a production time. How long are we going to take doing each of these things? So for us, we can look at it. We can say, well, we've got some setup time for maybe 10 minutes. We've got some assets, in player and the enemy, which is just the spheres. These are going to take us how much time? And we put in our basic estimates into each one of these. So be sure to fill this one out, put your own estimates into here, and at the end of the production, we're going to go back and we're going to put some actuals inside of here, some actual time frames. How long did this actually take me to do? And that way we can start finding out how to better judge the production time of a project that we're on. And below that, we've got a high concept, and the high concept is a great spot to put that one-liner, that little paragraph about what is this game about. And for us, we've got a high-speed mouse-clicking game. Using the mouse, click on and destroy as many shapes as you can to earn points and set a high score. So here we have a timer that's going to be counting down, shapes that will be coming on the screen, and you've got to click on them as quick as you can and destroy as many as you can to earn points before the time runs out. So that's a high concept. That's what we want to make sure we have our head wrapped around and thinking about the whole time we're developing the game to make sure that that's what we get by the end of this. The controls that we're using are pretty straightforward. We're just using the mouse button to select on the shapes to destroy them. And then the mock-up assets, we've got just a couple of assets, targets and a couple of particle explosions. So this way, as we click on the objects that show up, the targets that show up, they'll explode. And then with each one of these assets, we're going to be adding some additional files to them. We've got materials, we've got audio, we've got some scripts and things that go along with it. And those are just going to be tied in by default just to the target and explosion. On larger documents that we get into, we'll expand those out so that we can cover each asset, each material, texture, script, etc. Okay, that's going to do it for what our project description is. The next thing we're going to do is look into setting it all up and getting prepped and ready.